Welcome back to The Explainer. Okay, I want you to think about the last time a piece of technology completely shook up your workday. Got it? Now, multiply that feeling by about 100. Artificial intelligence is literally rewiring how work actually gets done. Now, we've spent a good bit of time recently unpacking what it means to build an AI-native organization, but today we're zooming in on the absolute heartbeat of every single business, its people. Routine tasks are becoming heavily automated, decisions are getting way more data-driven, and our day-to-day collaboration is overwhelmingly digital. It's a massive shift, right? So we're going to unpack exactly what this human-AI partnership really looks like for the future workforce.
Naturally, seeing all this rapid technological change leads us straight to one massive elephant-in-the-room kind of question. Will AI replace people? Look, we have to acknowledge this. There is a lot of very genuine, totally understandable anxiety among professionals right now regarding AI and job security. When you see a machine automating a task in 2 seconds that used to take you hours, it's completely normal to wonder what that means for your own role or the roles of your team members.
But here is the thing that completely flips the script. The goal isn't replacement at all. It's partnership. Will AI create changes? Absolutely, for sure. But the far bigger opportunity here is complementary intelligence. Basically, pairing a machine's raw processing power with human ingenuity. It's about opening up entirely new doors for growth, for innovation, and for collaboration that simply weren't even on the radar before.
So here is our quick roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The evolving workforce. 2. The human-AI partnership. 3. Essential human skills. And 4. Leading the transformation. Let's dive right in.
Starting off with Section 1, the evolving workforce. What is actually driving all this transformation?
Well, the data points to 5 specific trends, acting as major catalysts. And it's not just artificial intelligence and automation stealing the show. It's what happens when those tech advancements collide head-on with the rise of remote and hybrid work, better digital collaboration, and fundamentally changing employee expectations. People today just expect more flexibility and better tools. Together, these 5 forces are entirely redefining how organizations attract, develop, and retain their talent. The end result? The workplace is becoming so much more flexible, connected, and intelligent.
Moving on to Section 2, the human-AI partnership. We're talking about complementary intelligence.
So where does each side truly shine? Think of it like a giant puzzle. Artificial intelligence is incredibly good at the heavy lifting, processing massive amounts of data, automating those really dull tasks, and identifying hidden patterns. But humans, we own creativity, leadership, empathy, ethics, and strategic thinking. Sure, an AI can crunch a massive spreadsheet in seconds, but it takes a human to ethically lead the strategy meeting based on those numbers. AI will certainly change a lot of jobs, but the future really belongs to organizations that figure out how to combine these very distinct strengths rather than pitting them against each other.
Which brings us to Section 3, essential human skills. With all this tech, what matters most right now?
While technical skills obviously remain important, it's these durable human skills that are the true differentiators. We're talking about critical thinking, creativity, and emotional intelligence. Add in collaboration, leadership, communication, and adaptability. These 7 capabilities right here are incredibly difficult to automate. As machines take over the routine processing stuff, these durable skills are exactly what will continue to set successful professionals apart. These are the traits that build company culture, drive strategy, and navigate complex human relationships.
And that brings us to the big one, continuous learning. Look, lifelong learning isn't just some nice-to-have buzzword anymore. It is absolutely essential. Because the tech landscape is going to keep updating, probably every Tuesday, let's be real. Your ability to learn continuously is the ultimate master skill for adapting to an AI-driven environment. The tech is going to keep changing, so your ability to learn right alongside it is what actually future-proofs your career.
All right, let's look at Section 4, leading the transformation. How do we go about building a learning culture? So how do organizations actually prepare their employees for this? Well, by intentionally building specific pillars of a learning culture. It starts with actively encouraging skills development and cross-functional work. But to make that actually stick, you need to create space for safe experimentation and back that up with concrete digital literacy and AI education. Wrap all of that in robust knowledge sharing, and what do you get? You get teams that are actually confident in embracing change. Future-ready organizations simply never stop developing their people. Learning just becomes another normal part of the everyday workflow.
But honestly, this whole shebang hinges entirely on leadership. Leaders are the ones who create the environments where this transformation actually succeeds. And they do it by building trust, What does that look like in practice? It means clearly communicating the vision, investing in people, and actively reducing uncertainty. Most importantly, a leader's real job here is to help employees understand how AI supports their success, rather than threatening it. People adapt so much more confidently when leaders provide clarity and purpose. Trust is basically the glue that makes this whole transformation hold together.
Now, if you are a manager or a leader watching this explainer, here is a super actionable step you can take literally today. Sit down and ask your team these 4 specific questions. 1. Which tasks add the most value? 2. Which repetitive activities could AI support? 3. Which new skills should we begin developing? And 4. How can technology help us become more effective? Having these exact conversations reveals incredible opportunities for both operational productivity and employee growth. Plus, by involving your employees directly in the transformation, you ensure it goes infinitely smoother.
Okay, let's tie this all together. The future workforce is going to be defined by deep, seamless human-AI collaboration, a relentless commitment to continuous learning, and adaptability. Combine that with strong leadership, digital skills, and a focus on human-centered innovation. The organizations that are investing heavily in their people while simultaneously embracing these intelligent technologies are the ones who will build stronger, far more resilient teams. The future of work has to be built with people, not simply for them.
I really want to leave you with this one powerful thought from our source material that just hits the nail on the head. The future of work isn't about humans competing with AI. It's about humans achieving more because of AI. When you view the technology through that specific lens, the anxiety fades away and the potential becomes incredibly exciting.
Well, that's a wrap on this explainer. Next up, we are going to be diving straight into decision intelligence and strategic leadership, looking at exactly how AI is helping leaders make smarter, faster, and just generally more informed decisions. But until then, I want you to ask yourself, are you currently preparing your team to compete with the future, or are you equipping them to partner with it? Think about that, and we'll see you in the next explainer.